a lot of dissecting of what the problem could be. Fine, it's not a new problem in Kenya, but this time round we seem to have reduced it to, okay, fine, it's just youth unemployment and that's it. So no one can do anything about it. Youth are unemployed and that's it. Let's move on. No one appears to be taking this as something heavy, a heavy burden that we need to carry, ensure it's out of the way before the general election next year. It's simply dismissing it as fine, youth unemployment, and that's it. Do you see the potential risk in that?
Thank you so much, Fred. Of course, there is enormous risk insofar as what we are looking at is concerned, particularly, as you rightfully said, less than 400 days to the next general election. And one of the biggest concerns is, what are we doing about it? And we honestly must do something about it. Youth unemployment, yes, but that's quite an excuse insofar as where I am seated is concerned. Because if you look at the level of investment of government resources in what we are calling youth unemployment and employment opportunities, there are close to over 17 funds that siphons taxpayers' monies into what is supposed to provide opportunities in this country. In addition to that, there are more than 23 different government programs, including affordable housing. You go to climate issues, you get into agriculture. Why are our young people unemployed? There must be something really that is not adding to the levels of investment that government is putting in so far as efforts to ensure that young people are employed. Because if you look at how we launch these programs up to the level where His Excellency the President is the one presiding over, why can't we see impact? Why are we not seeing something meaningful that young people can actually carry home and move over with? So youth unemployment to me is an excuse around the kind of security infrastructure that Kenya has. And as we began this conversation, you made reference to our engagements in Haiti, etc. If Kenya actually at the level of the UN was able to engage in response and prevention in Haiti, why is it so difficult for us to be able to, look at Vitukwa ground, what Kenyans are going through, and ensure that we have effective response insofar as goonism and goons is concerned? Now, what I see therefore are two things. One, that the politicians have captured the security infrastructure of this country, and that has made it difficult for security, therefore, to respond effectively, up to the level where, Fred, during daytime, you see people locking roads, major roads in this country, and
without consequence.
Without any consequence. We haven't seen any arrests. We did not see any clear police response. There must be something fundamentally wrong that we are not that we are not doing, that is therefore making all these things to happen. And in my view, it really borders on politicization of security, where we are beginning to name call and throw excuses at each other. And number two is that some of our constitutional instruments have failed to do their work. For example, NCIC, when people mobilize goons, why are we not summoning them and ensuring that we have heavy penalties that make it so difficult to even think about the desire to want to engage with goons again? And then finally is on arrests. We are not seeing consequential arrests that make it so difficult for young people, therefore, to begin to even get afraid of being used as goons, either to interfere with somebody's politically mobilized campaign or even to want to get into action that therefore make it difficult for Kenyans to live in peace.
Prof, if we could diagnose the problem, yes,